get to know what we're doing and why. So let me get right into it. I always like to start out with there are 6 things happening to Black people all the time, all the time. 6 things happening to us. Uh, Now, yesterday, 29 people shot, 5 killed over the weekend in Chicago. And you had the activists out there talking about what we need to do. We need to come together. Uh, you know, it is what it is. I don't believe we need to come together. I believe we need to coordinate together. So if you ever hear me say we need to come together, that's just a slip up. I really believe we just need to coordinate together because this is not a place big enough for all of us to come together. So I'm not a big proponent of talking that we need to come together. We should overcome stuff. I believe that we need to be coordinated. And that's what I see with the Army, Air Force, Navy, Marines. The Department of Defense coordinates them and make sure that missions get accomplished. So let's talk about I posted with the shootings yesterday, the killings. I said every shooter, or 99% of the shooters have been attacked 6 times before they pull the trigger. And it sparked some of our people to ask, Sai, what do you mean? Break that down, explain that. And that's what I want to do here in this video. There's a is for a lot of Black people when it comes to killing and murdering, it's personal. And it's because of the hurt, abuse, and bitterness. It's because of our contaminated box. And the difference I would say with Blacks is because of what's been done to us trauma-wise and how there's almost no outlet, no visual appearance of an outlet for us. So that's a key distinction to me when you hear about what Black people are doing to each other versus other groups. So anyway, the 6 attacks are hurt, abuse, and bitterness. That's the internal attack. And isolation, starvation, exploitation is the external attack. So when you see these brothers out here shooting and killing each other, please know that it's 6 things going in on this person. And if they don't have the right coping devices, then they can act out in, the ways that's not productive. So earlier today, I had to let a group know how we spent $500. This gracious group blessed us with this to further our work. And the key is I wanted to break it down in a different way to them so they know we break down every penny. So that's not a problem. But I wanted to go into impact. And I know when I say impact, you got the white supremacy impact, like we've been conditioned that certain things mean that it's been impactful. And then we got in our essence the African version of what impact is, which is more intangible, where the person feel connected, love, and it's no tangible product or something to see. So let's get into what I shared. And I want this to be clear to you guys too, so y'all will know why when I talk about how $1 matters so much, $12 a year matters so much. I'm about to try to put this together for you. So imagine a box, just a box. And this box is inside of you. This box is what we call the contaminated box. Every human being has a contaminated box. Everyone has one. This is what you're going to have as you go through life. You're going to have highs and lows. You're going to have disappointments. So we get that. Inside this box, this contaminated box, is hurt, abuse, and bitterness. I see abuse and bitterness different. I see abuse more of a longer term, whereas I see hurt as short term. That's how I see it. And bitterness is definitely more something that you hold on to and it simmers. Okay. So that's how I see hurt, abuse, and bitterness. And every ethnic group has degrees of that. The problem with Black people in the US is because everyone goes through trials, tribulations, hurt, abuse, and bitterness at some point in their life. The difference is we have people who are benefiting, who bank their whole society on this. And that's the difference. So I coined something called problems due to conflict or problems due to benefit. Problems due to conflict, problems due to benefit. All human beings are going to have problems due to conflict. You human, there's going to be disagreements. So everyone is going to go through problems due to conflict. So that's where we teach people how to have certain coping devices to deal with that. But here's the difference for Black people that separate us. We got problems due to benefit. Now that's a whole nother horse of a whole nother color when the problems I'm experiencing is a benefit to you. So therefore, you're gonna not want to see my problem solved because you lose your benefit. That's the Black experience. And if I gotta go through it again, beauty supply stores and nail salons, Asian community, to Blacks to get those back would hurt. It'll take away the benefit of the Asian community. Gas station, apparel stores, corner stores, Arabs, to get Blacks those stores, gas stations again, it hurts the Arabs, take away their benefit. The Mexicans cutting grass, doing roofs, construction. If Black men start doing that, it takes away from. My point is this: our problems of isolation, starvation, exploitation is a direct result of the benefit to other groups. So to help us is to hurt them. There's no way around that. If it is, tell me what's the way around it. What's the compromise? Because other groups are in Black neighborhoods all over the country. Africa is a whole nother animal, similar, but a whole nother animal, and they're benefiting from the conditions as it is. So the question is always, what we gonna do about it? We get this, what's the plan? So here's what we came up with everyone having this contaminated box. Because of isolation, starvation, exploitation, a lot of our people don't have jobs. They won't be hired because of the structural and systemic racism. So we needed something as a people that we can operate ourselves. And this can't be something that is for people of color. This can't be something that's for everyone. There's a time and a season for that stuff, right? If my daughter has been robbed and raped and all the kids on the block want to come and see how she's doing, that's good. You want to check on her, but there's a time and a place. And right now I need y'all to leave us alone so I can deal with the problem at hand in my household. That's how I feel when it comes to coalitions and multiracial diversity. We have a problem in our house, the Black house. And so when you dilute it with diversity and all this other stuff, you're like the block trying to check on the daughter who has went through a trauma experience and need the family to come together and be there for her to help nurture her to a certain degree of normalcy. And then we deal with the block later. That's how I feel. All human beings, all 7 billion of us should be in harmony, but the Black community has some Black work that has to be done. And you can't dilute that because that young girl gonna need all the help she can get. We need all the help we can get. So it can't be diluted right now. So we created something that is built around time. 86,400 seconds every day. Why build something around time? Because time is one continuum after the next. It just keeps on going. Time stops for no one. Time don't speed up, don't slow down. It's a continuum. When you think about all the problems in Black America, from health, education, safety, senior citizens, youth, you name all these problems, where would one begin? Where do you begin? So many problems. Where do you start? The beauty for us is we've organized something around time. So you say when is now. So the key now is to learn the process on how we have something that keeps on, just like time, one succession after next, keep on going. And what that is, we call that the spindle, because it keeps on spinning. Christmas, Thanksgiving, 4th of July, no matter what day, someone is working the spindle. The spindle can never stop, all right? You might say, what the heck is a spindle? Imagine it metaphorically, as a metaphor, it is our version of being able to connect our elders, our adults, and our youth together based on what they care about. Based on what they care about. That's key. It's what they care about, not what we say. If I'm a retired carpenter, I get with a 40-year-old carpenter and a 16-year-old that love working with wood, we know what to do. We don't need you telling us what to do. We know what to do. And that's the key. Are we we have to get in position so people know what to do without asking. It'll be organic. So the spindle is 10 o'clock Central Time, 12 o'clock Central Time, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 6:30, 7 o'clock. So from 10 in the morning to 8 at night, one succession after next. We using time to unite our community. No organization name. This is us agreeing to time that never goes away, that allow us to be coordinated. Remember, I started this out saying, forget that we need to come together. We need to be coordinated. That's what's holding us back, is the lack of coordination because of the RTI we lack. That's reasons to interact. Well, the spindle gives us reasons to interact. If I call you and you tell me your wife is a retired nurse, I got a reason to interact with her. And the reason I'm interacting with her because the retired nurse needs to know Tasha, our adult nurse, and Kayla, who's our future nurse, who want to be a nurse. It makes sense for them to get together, retired adult and the youth for nursing. Makes sense. The spindle keeps on spinning. Once a month, every one of these professions have their turn to be on the forefront of the spindle. Today is 606-21 zip code, 21 today, every third Monday of the month, 60621. So that's the spindle. We know every third Monday is 60621 forever. We know in Christmas, look up the, first, we look up, what's today? Today, third. Yeah, I said first. Third Monday. We'll look up third Monday and know the date. November, we'll look up third Monday and know the date. It's set in stone. So it gives us predictability and a guaranteed audience once we get people to commit to being there on that third Monday of the month. So the spindle, I can't emphasize, is everything. The spindle is our beautiful system because what it does, it allows any of us meet to have a date to plug into and meet retirees, adults, and youth for whatever it is they do. Isn't that amazing? Like, isn't that beautiful? So the spindle just keeps on spinning. Thanksgiving, Halloween, just keeps on spinning because these dates keep coming every 30 days. And so that spindle, I'm gonna have this as a graphical document. This is the spindle. Let's see if you can see it better. So this here is the spindle. These are the 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 6:30, 7 o'clock. And it's impacting the contaminated box of hurt, abuse, and bitterness. It's attacking it. It's attacking it. So how does that attack look? If we have a senior citizen that's lonely, essentially dying of loneliness, when you plug that spindle in there, we already know on Friday is Seniors Day. So I go make sure someone in her zip code come and show love to her on Friday, takes away that day of loneliness, that day of thinking about not fighting on any further. So just imagine this 108 every single month, 108 doing stuff, coming together, helping each other. That's very practical. This isn't rocket science. This isn't hard. It's a matter of just doing it. And for me, if we don't put the money behind it, it's not going to be sustainable. It must be financed to a certain extent. It don't have to be 100% or even 50%, because some people take any money other than no money. I had someone on the West Side say, "Si, I don't like waiting. You should come over here tomorrow." And I said, "I am, but that's because it's duty day." Man, forget that duty day. I said, when you say that, you're missing the fact that it costs $20 to go from Gary to the West Side. Every Tuesday I'm doing that. So that's $80 just for the West Side. And if we don't get 6 people to do $12 over that, we just took an $8 loss, $72 versus the $80 that we would have got. So my point is this: your dollar matters because every dollar allows us to travel, go places, hire people, get certain things done. So to not sow a seed in, it costs us to be out there. So this is the measurement too. So the spindle is 108 meetings a month. We do $20 per meeting with our criteria, $20 a meeting. So that means if we had a person, several people covering all 108 meetings times the price I just gave you, $20, that's $2,160 going directly in the hands of our people working the spindle. They say, well, why does that matter? It matters because the 4th Tuesday of the month is Lawyers Day. There are people who need lawyer work and they don't know where to go. That's the day to link that together. And with our vast network, block by block, it's a lot of that that happens, and it's a matter of being able to link them. And it can't be them linking them to me and then I do it, because that's putting burden on one person, making that person appear to be the man. We want to make sure that it's spread out, diffused, so everyone have it. No one know who's who. So that's what the contaminated box and the spindle attacking it. So 2160 is 100% success. If we got $2,160, we can have our 7 people run the boot camp for the month, and it's a done deal. I also said if we only get 3/4 of the people, that's $1,600. That's still a good amount, because we can dial back, breakfast for some people. Whatever is the thing that's taking away money, we can dial it back just to get this done. 50% of our investors would equal $1,080. So that's not a killer. It's something to be excited winning that kind of money. And then 25% is $540. So the spindle cost us is what my point is. But the we have to do better. As a people, we have to do better. Um, I do a lot of traveling, so I get a chance to see different perspectives and different people. And I'm telling you, it is so heart wrenching to see other people come in your neighborhood and have a disdain for you and pretend like you don't matter. That's very disheartening to see that. And I see it when I see other ethnic groups in neglected neighborhoods, been neglected for a long time. Now, here they come. And there's no here they come to assimilate, it's here we come to impose our will. So that's real disheartening. My number is 312-405-8844, 312-405-8844. What I'm gonna do, you guys, because this video, I got the main thing done, which is, you know, the vision of what we can do as we pull together. This last piece about diversity and working with other ethnic groups, I just want to be real clear. When you're on the airplane, they say put your mask on first, then your child, because without you, that child's in trouble anyway. We have to be comfortable talking about what to do for Black people, and then we'll worry about other people. But it got to be self-preservation first. All right. Hope this helps. Thank you. 312-405-8844. Thank you.